Hello students, in the last video, we solved the first 4 questions of the Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2, the extended variant, having code 0580, the second variant held in February, March 2023. So today we are going to solve the next 5 questions, mean question number 5 to question number 9. All these questions altogether, they carry 13 marks. So we will learn today that how we can gain 13 marks out of this paper by solving these 5 questions, the question number 5 to question number 9. So let us quickly go to the question. Okay, so here we have question number 5, and in question number 5, we are being asked to factorize completely this given expression, which is 8g minus 2g square. So first of all, we need to understand what does the word factorize means. Factorize means to multiply. Understand? Factorize means to multiply. So we have to convert this subtraction into multiplication. And the only way we can convert this subtraction into multiplication is by taking common out of these two given terms. And let us see what we can take out common out of these two numbers from the first term and the second term. The only number that we can take as factor is nothing else but 2, because 2 is the factor of 8 and also the factor of 2. And out of g and g square means there are two g's over here. So minimum we can take common 1g out of both these terms. So we will be left behind from here with 4 minus g. So we have 2g into 4 minus g. So just taking out these two, a number and a letter common, we can gain 2 marks out of this. And in question number 6, we have been asked, without using a calculator, we have to work out this division, and we have to show all our working, and we have to give that answer as a fraction in its simplest form. So we have to give the answer in the simplest form. So first of all, we need to understand that in this division, we can write this 8 as 8 upon 1. And we know that we always convert the division sign, this division sign, into multiplication. And whenever we convert this division sign into multiplication, the fraction after this sign gets reciprocated, or we take the reciprocal of that equation. So it means that 1 will come up and 8 will go down. So just to show this working, we'll do 4 upon 7. And instead of division, we will write multiply and take the reciprocal of this fraction, which is 8 upon 1. We can also write it as 1 upon 8. And clearly we can see that 4 and 8 have common factor as 4. So they could be cancelled with 4, that 4 1 times and 4 2 times. And you know that in case of fractions, when we have to multiply two fractions, we have to multiply the numerator, means the top one with the top one, numerator with the numerator, and denominator with the denominator. So 1 times 1 will give us 1, and 7 times 2 will give us 14. So here is the complete working, and this is the simplest form, because in 1 and 14, there is only one number as a factor which is common, that is 1. So just writing 1 upon 14 over here will award us 14, 2 marks. Okay, then we have question number 7, and you see clearly that in question number 7, we have to simplify two parts. One part is finding the value of t, and the other part is finding the value of u. So we have to find the value of t, and we have to find the value of u. So let's solve the first part. If you see, there is t written twice, one over here and one over here. So one is on the right side of the equality, and the other one is on the left side. So I will move this t to the left side and move this 8 to the right side. And you know, when moving them from the right to the left or left to the right side, they will change their sign. So we get 15t plus t, because minus t will turn into plus t, and 4 plus 8 will change into minus 8, and 15t plus t will give us 16t equals 4 minus 8 will give us minus 4. So now in order to find the value of t, we have to shift this 16, which is being multiplied over here, to the other side, and this will give us nothing else but t equals negative 4 upon 16. So again, we see that 4 and 16 have a common factor 2, so they can be cancelled with the number 4. So 4 1 times and 4 4 times. So we will just write minus 1 upon 4 is the answer for t, and we will get 2 marks for it. Now let us see for u. First of all, we have to get rid of this denominator. And how to get rid of this denominator? Shift it to the right side. Here it's been divided. And on the other side, it will go and it will get multiplied with number 2. So 3 times 2 will give us 6. So we are left behind with 25 minus 2u equals 6. Now we just need to shift this 25 from the left side to the right side. And as I explained earlier in part A of question number 7, that whenever we move a number from the left to the right or from the right to the left, it changes its sign. So we will be left behind with minus 2u equals 6 minus 25. So now minus 2u equals 6 minus 25 will give us nothing else but minus 19. And now this minus 2u moves to the other side, it will get divided. So minus 19 upon minus 2. So minus will get cancelled with minus, and we are left behind with 19 upon 2, or you can also write it as 9.5 in case of decimal representation. So just writing 19 upon 2 will award us 2 more marks in this paper, in this question. Okay, next we have question number 8, in which it says that calculate the square of 0.3. So we are being asked to give your answer in standard form. So we have to take care of this thing, that we have to write the answer in standard form. So let us go with 0.3 square first of all. So we can write it as 0.3 times 0.3. So in order to remove the decimals, you are well familiar that whenever we remove the decimal, it is replaced by 1. And whatever the number of digits are after the decimal or decimal places, we replace those number of digits with zeros in the denominator. So we can write it as 3 upon 10 times 3 upon 10. And this is going to give us nothing else but 9 upon 100. Now, this 9 upon 100 can be written in many different ways. You can write it as 0.09, or you can also write it as 9 times 10 power minus 2. So this is the standard form of writing this square of 0.3. So we will write it over here, 9 times 10 power minus 2. So this will award us the 2 more marks. Okay, now let us go to the last question. Question number 9. In question number 9, if we see that we are being given these 2 equations, so we have a system of equations in which we have 2 variables x and y. This is our first equation, and this turns out to be our second equation. So whenever we have a system of equations, we have to eliminate one of the letter, and in order to eliminate any one of the letter, we have to make sure that they have the same coefficients. So in this case, I'm going to make the coefficients of y same, because one y is negative and one y is positive. So in order to make this coefficient to be 2, I have to do what? I have to multiply equation 2 with 2. So we get 2x plus 2y equals 3 times 2 will give me 6. And the first equation, if we just add this equation into it, we get 3x minus 2y equals 19. And upon adding these equations, we see that 2y gets cancelled by 2y, and 2x plus 3x will give us 5x, and 6 plus 19 will give us 25. So simply just divide this 5 on the other side, and we'll get x equals to 25 upon 5. So x equals to 5. Again, same cancellation, 5 and 25 can be cancelled by the same factor, which is 5. Okay, now using equation 2, which was basically x plus y is equals to 3. This was our equation 2. Now, if we just replace the value of x over here, which is 5, so we can write it as 5 plus y equals 3. And just move this 5 to the right side, and it will change its sign. So y is equals to 3 minus 5, and y turns out to be nothing else but 3 minus 5 will give me minus 2. So just writing these answers over here, that is for x, we have the value 5. And for y, we have the value minus 2. So writing these answers and this whole explanation, this will award us 3 numbers. So all these 5 questions all together, they make up 13 marks. So we are now done with these 13 marks. So hopefully you understand these questions and their solutions. And if you want to see those previous 4 questions, I have shared the link in the description below. You can check those 4 questions, including these 5 questions. So I will see you in the next video with some new questions. Take care. Bye-bye.